Yesterday I was thinking, brother, I wish there was a deck because I love Galactus. You know, Galactus is fucking awesome. We all love Galactus because the way he plays is great and he has the best animation in the game. So I was thinking, I wish there was a deck where you can play Galactus on the 6th turn and you can win the game, and there is a chance for you of winning the game, and not like it is right now that you have to cheat him out earlier. You know, you have to cheat him out earlier so you have a chance of winning the game. I don't like that bullshit. I want to have a deck where you can play Galactus on the last turn. And I was thinking, how is that possible? And then I found out about an unreleased card that might make that possible, and I am going to show you guys that card in a second. Just saludos on chat. What's up, everyone? Yo, Mike Bilio, how are you doing, my brother? I hope you are great, dude. I hope you are great, dude. I've been busy because I'm moving house. It's a headache. Oh, moving is super annoying, brother, but I hope it is a better place and it is more comfortable for you there. So it is a little sacrifice we do in the movie now. You know, it is annoying as fuck, but once we are settled down, it is fucking cool. So as I said, I found out about a card that is unreleased that is called Nimrod. I don't know if you guys have seen this card. It is called Nimrod and it seems like a fucking cool card. Let me show you guys. We go here. There we go. This is the one. Check this out, my boys. Check this out. When this is destroyed, add a copy to each other location. So this makes me think that if I Galactus and this is destroyed in another lane, this comes to this lane, just like a Wolverine, you know. So I believe you can make a deck where you have Wolverine and this card, and you try to buff them somehow, maybe a Shuri, maybe a Force, maybe whatever, preferably the Nimrod, of course. And you play Galactus on the last turn, and the Wolverine and the Nimrod come to the Galactus lane, and maybe you can win that way. And I believe this is fucking cool, you know. What do you guys think about it? You can destroy Nova to buff them as well. Oh, exactly. So you can move them a lot of ways. So maybe Galactus is viable in playing him in the last turn. So maybe this is one card that I could pay the 6k tokens on the day it is released if I have the 6k tokens. So for now, the only cards that I have in mind that I'd be willing to do that are Kang the Conqueror, and maybe next month I will be able to do it because I believe Kang is going to release next month because of the movie, and I will pay the 6k tokens for him. Of course, I love Kang the Conqueror. The card doesn't seem like it will be very powerful, but I don't give a fuck. I want the card because it is Kang the Conqueror. And yes, they are tricking me with the batch bullshit because I say, well, I love Kang the Conqueror, I have to have him with the first edition batch. So you see, the batch bullshit works, boys. The first edition batch works even with me, that I am conscious about the stuff, brother. I can see this card being quite good. Oh, I hope it is good because I like it, brother. I think Shang-Chi just keeps getting better. Shang-Chi is fucking bullshit. I hate fucking Shang-Chi. You know that it is one of the cards I hate the most. Not more than the leader, but it is right there, brother. 5 cost is a bit much, but the ability is pretty good, kinda like a Doctor Doom. Yes, the ability is fucking cool. I love it. So since I like the card, I didn't know the character. I didn't know who the fuck Nimrod was. So I went out and I researched who Nimrod is in the Marvel Comics universe. And this is like a version of the Sentinels in the Uber future, like, I don't know, this 40th century, something like that. And there they have the Sentinels controlled everything, and they created the perfect Sentinel, and that is Nimrod. And he is almost indestructible. If you destroy him, he rebuilds himself. He absorbs the ability of the mutants. He does some crazy stuff, and he's a robot. He's a machine. So now I like the character too. I didn't know he existed, and now, or it existed because he's a robot. But now I believe the character is fucking cool. So yes, this is a card that I didn't know existed, and I checked it out yesterday, and I think it's cool, and it can work with Galactus probably. I don't know. I hope it does. Well, the cards that I'm hoping to get with the 6k tokens are Kang the Conqueror, this one, and Mephisto, of course. I always tell you Kang and Mephisto, but now we have this one too. the ones I am willing to pay the 6K tokens on release day or on release week when it rotates into my shop, you know, if I have the tokens. Because if I have to wait 1 month, I will probably say, well, I have waited too long, I can wait a little longer and get it cheaper, you know, so I won't pay the bullshit. What do you think of Negasonic? Well, let's check it out right here. Negasonic. I believe the art is quite cool. Here we have it. The art is quite cool, and I like the name, of course. Negasonic Teenage Warhead. This is a fucking cool name. Who wouldn't like this name? The art is cool, and the typography, the logo is fucking cool. And when any card displayed here, destroy this card and that card. I believe this card is cool. How would this card work? I don't fucking know. Well, I know how this would work, but I don't know how good it is, or how you would use it, or in what deck you would use it. Maybe in a destroy deck, of course, with death. But this is kind of a control element, you know. You control what the opponent is going to play in a location. You don't want them to play in a location. You put this card down, then you kind of say to them, like, if you play a card here, I am going to destroy it, so you have to play something cheap in this lane, you know, or play something that you want to get destroyed. So it is a control tool, and it gives you kind of, you control the direction of the game in a location, which seems kind of cool. So yes, I like this card. Of course I like this card. Would I pay the 6K tokens for this card? I would, if the planets align. You know, if I have the 6K tokens saved up, if I already bought everything that I want to buy, and the card comes out when I have the token saved up and I don't have to wait. And if I already bought everything that I want, then I would be willing to pay the 6K tokens for this card. I would be willing to in that scenario. That's broken, brother. What could be a good control card for maybe turn 6 to stop opponent from playing in that location. Also, yes, you can. If you have priority and you reveal first, you play the card and whatever they play is gonna get destroyed. That is fucking cool. That seems powerful, you know, because if you are expecting them to play something big, you can just obliterate it and you will be fine. Pairs well with Bucky Barnes and Wolverine, yes, because you can play in there. Maybe Carnage, I don't know. No, because Carnage would get destroyed, right? I would wait until she drops to Series 3 or maybe Series 4 if I really wanna. If you play her turn 5, she's basically a Spider-Man for only 3 costs. That's really good. Yes, and you can play her in turn 6 if you have priority, right? If you have priority, you should destroy their bullshit. But it is not on reveal and they already played, so I don't know if it would work like that. We would have to test it out, you know? But yes, in turn 5 you can do it for sure. And if you already have a card in there, you just lock the location for whatever they play. You force them to play 2 cards or 1 weak card and then an strong card. This seems like a cool card, so yes, I like this. As I said, I would be willing to pay the 6K, but only if the planets align. If the planets are aligned when this launches, I would be willing to pay the 6K. There are a lot of unreleased cards, but there are some cards that doesn't show up in here, because I come here to Marvelous Snap Zone, and I go to, these are all the cards in the game, and they have down below not available. So these are the unreleased cards, but they show you some cards in here, and there are cards that don't show in here, like the Nimrod. Nimrod isn't in here, you know, but it is in the page because we just saw it, but not every card is in here. Other cards that I want to see in the game are Elsa Blossom at the end of each turn if you are winning this location plus 1 power. It seems really underwhelming, and it probably is, but I like her because she is an engine, and I come from Gwent, and in Gwent you use cards that are engines that grow bigger with some stuff in the game, and I want to see more engines in Marvel Snap, and that is why I like this card, you know. Hey yo, Minecraft gamer Chris, brother, everything is cool, my dude. I hope you are great, brother. Yes, I saw that the kitty price ability was changed, and I hate that, brother, because that was one of the cards I was looking forward to, brother. Let's check it out. Here it is, Kitty Pride. you can return this to your hand to gain +1 power. So it is even better than before, because before you just get her back and put her back down. Now you can get her back and she gains power. So every time you do it, you gain power. So it is even better than before, my dude. It is even better than before. And apparently my cam is on the way. So let's click it. Oh, I can do it. Fuck it. But there are some bullshit. Oh, Master Mold is a good card. I like this card, Master Mold. Check this out. On reveal, add 3 sentinels to your opponent's hand. And you will say, why the fuck would I wanna give my opponent sentinels? But you could fill the opponent's hand with fucking bullshit, with stupid sentinels that no one gives a fuck about. And he can get rid of them unless he discards them, because if he plays them, another sentinel is coming back. So you are clogging up their hand, which is fucking cool, let's be honest. Exactly, this card bobs the Ronan the Accuser archetype, brother. Which is cool. Ronan needs some love, my dude. Ronan needs some love for sure. Another card that I like is a statue, this one, and this might come soonish because it is already in the game. You can go to the unknown cards and you see that that the statue is in there like grayed out. And what this card does is cost 1 if your opponent discarded a card from their hand this game. So you will play a 1 energy 7 power card, which is fucking cool, brother. Yo, Wagdan, brother, how are you doing, my dude? This drink is Malta, brother. I don't know if you know what Malta is, but Malta is like a black beer without alcohol. Malta is a black beer without alcohol, and it's really, really sweet. And it is fucking cool. It is drink a lot or drunk a lot, I don't know, in the Caribbean. And you drink it cold, by the way. You drink it with ice. You don't need the ice, but you drink it cold. Yes, statue is pretty cool because she might be bring to light, of course, Black Bolt. You can play Black Bolt and you can play Moon Knight, and your statue will be a 1 energy card because Moon Knight forces the opponent to discard something, or the Black Bolt also forces the opponent to discard something. So this might be a cool card in the future. What do you think of Legion? Oh, Legion is cool because Legion on reveal change other locations into this location. I like Legion, but I want them, and I said this in a video a long time ago, I want them to release a card that gives you a payoff for flipping locations. You know, maybe the most basic stuff is this card has +2 power for every time you flip or change or move that location, something like that. So you play in that deck, you play Scarlet Witch, you play Rhino, you play Storm, and you play Legion, and maybe you play Quake because Quake moves the locations. So you make an archetype completely designed around moving and flipping and stuff in locations. And Legion could be great in there, change other locations into this location. Now, if you remove that idea out of the game, how would you use Legion in the current state of the game? I don't really know, my brother. I don't really know. Maybe someone smarter than me can think something out, but I don't really know, my dude. Imagine turn 3 you get Sinister London and you put Master Mold into it. Load your opponent's hand with sentinels that they can get rid of. Oh, exactly, brother. That is fucking rough for them. They will have to try to play all the other cards and not the sentinels, so they have a space. So they remain like with 3-4 sentinels in hand, 5 sentinels, and they just play with the other 2 cards, you know. It is fucking bullshit, but I believe Master Mold is a cool idea. Maybe overpowered, but it is a cool idea. There was another card. Oh, the Uncle Ben. You talk about the Uncle Ben. When this card is destroyed, add the Spider-Man to your hand. Is this good? Is this bad? We don't know. But I can see this being good in a destroyed deck because you have now, you destroy it, you don't give a fuck, and now you have an extra control tool. Maybe it is even better to have Uncle Ben than to have a Spider-Man right away, you know. Yo, Rual 9, brother, how you doing, my dude? I hope everything is cool, bro. Oh, you have tasted it before. Oh, that is cool. So you know how it is like, brother. I think you should lick my balls, brother. Chris. So you say, yo, Damian, brother, how you doing, my dude? I hope everything is cool, brother. What is the card? Surtur. Okay, we have Surtur in here. If you move the human torch to this location plus 10 power. I'll be honest, and this is akin to Uncle Ben. Do you guys like interactions between specific cards? So if you want this card to work, you have to include the human torch on your deck. So you have 2 cards in your deck that are already established. I don't like that, brother. I'll be honest, I don't like that. The ability of something moving here and getting power is cool, but it has to be specifically the human torch. So if you want to make Surtur works, you have to have human torch and you have to put human torch on your deck. And I don't like that very much, I'll be honest, brother. Does it really make sense to have Uncle Ben when you could have Absorbing Man or Mungir along with an existing Spider-Man in your deck? I believe, like, you don't wanna have the Spider-Man per se, but imagine you are playing a destroy deck and you are planning to destroy a 1-cost card, and let's say you play something like Iceman, and you say, well, I would prefer to have the option to have a Spider-Man in case I need that ability to have an Iceman. So you place Uncle Ben instead, you destroy your Uncle Ben, and now you have an extra Spider-Man that probably you won't use, but you could use if the opportunity arises. So I believe that will be the best case for an Uncle Ben, because if you want the ability from a Spider-Man, you just put a Spider-Man on your deck, you know. So this is like having the option of having a Spider-Man. Maybe that card makes for a Mr. Negative move deck. Oh, the Surtur. Probably you can have a 15, but you need the human torch, and you need to have a way of moving the human torch. So, those are three cards that you need to make Surtur works. You need Surtur, you need the human torch, and you need a 3rd card to move the human torch. So you have a 4th of your deck already telegraphed right there, just for making Surtur works. And it is going to be what, a 5/10? I don't know. What are your thoughts on the Living Tribunal card? I thought about the Living Tribunal in a video I made long ago, and this is one of the cards I'm waiting the most in the game. I like this ability. I believe this is cool. This pushes the design space of the game forward, and it can create cool things that the opponent isn't expecting at all, you know, and this is cool. I like this card. It is one of the cards I am expecting the most to get introduced into the game. Would I pay the 6K tokens for this? Again, it would be like the planets have to align, the card has to be good, there has to be a good fun archetype for the card. I need to have the 6K tokens saved up, and I have already bought everything that I wanted. That is the only way I buy this. But that doesn't mean I don't like it. That doesn't mean I don't like it, and it is one of the things I like the most from the unreleased cards. Silk is also a good card. I like Silk, brother. Check this out. When anyone plays a card here, move this to another location. This is fucking cool. This is fucking cool. Damian says, yo, Alanchura, brother, how you doing, my dude? Hearts for you too, my dude. Hearts for you too. Damian says, cards combos are not a great idea. I don't like the idea of making a specific character decks. I agree completely with what Damian is saying in here. That is why I don't like Surtur. He forces you to play Human Torch. I don't like that bullshit. Jean Grey is basically reverse Morag, so opponent has to play in that location, and then is able to play in other locations. Let's check out where is she? Jean Grey. Here she is. The next card your opponent plays must be played here if possible. Oh, this is a control tool. This is a fucking cool control tool. You force them to play in here. So what if you play this on the 5th turn? You telegraph what they are going to do on the 6th turn, brother. or you force them to play 2 cards, you know, like if they play a 1 cost card in this lane and then play a 5 cost card in another lane, something like that. So you force them to play 2 cards or play the winning condition if it is a 6 cost card in the Jean Grey lane. So this is a control tool. This is cool. I like this. Of course, you guys know that Mephisto is the thing that I want the most. If you win this game, double your winnings. We already know how this works. This is fucking cool. Will this be cool? Will this be good? Probably not. Probably it will be very hard to make it work. But it doesn't fucking matter. It is fucking cool. Jean Grey with Silver Surfer. Why? So you prevent them to play of playing a Cosmo or something like that. What are you? Oh, I already talked about the Living Tribunal. Random looks to be a good card as well, kinda like another Dracula. Random. We have random in here. On reveal, set this card's power equal to the power of a random card in your deck. But this is an on-reveal ability. So you will try to have a stupidest or biggest stuff in your deck. Maybe something like Logio. You play your weakest stuff no, because then you will bring back the biggest stuff. You have to try to have biggest stuff in your deck so that random always hits something big, you know. So this could work, but it requires you to build your deck in a specific ways, which is cool. And a new archetype, you know. I like that. I like creating new archetypes, brother. Well, I was talking about Silk, and I believe Silk's ability is fucking cool. When anyone plays a card here, move this to another location. This can be good. The movement archetype needs some love. We know that the movement archetypes need some love, so I believe Silk can be good. And talking about that, some days ago, someone said to me, we need a card that moves everything. And I said, well, moving everything is fucking OP. But there is a card that kinda does that, but not from the opponent, just for you. And that is Annihilus. On reveal, each of your cards randomly chooses a location to move to. Brother, this is fucking cool. This can get the movement archetype to another level. And I'll be honest, if this can make movement archetypes work, I would be willing to pay the 6K for this. But it has to make movement archetypes work, you know. So I believe this card is pretty cool, and I am looking forward to it, brother. I am looking forward to it. Blink, you can move this each turn when it moves +1 power. So if you play it in the third turn, by the last turn you will have what? 4, 5, 6, a 3/4. In terms of power, it is meh, but you are moving the card, which can buff your other stuff. Like you can buff something like Craven, but I don't know if it is worth it. But yes, there are cool unreleased cards. For example, this Lady Strike is cool. Destroy the enemy card with the highest power at this location. So it is kinda a Shang-Chi without the restriction of the number of power. So this can be really powerful. This can be really powerful. There are cool unreleased cards. Oh, and of course I was waiting for the MODOK, but we know that the MODOK is coming out next month with the season pass, and that is fucking cool for me because I want this card, brother. We have the Phoenix Force in here. On reveal, revive one of your destroyed cards with +5 power. If it's Jean Grey, +10 power. So I like the first part of this card. Revive one of your destroyed cards with +5 power. That is fucking cool. You can create combos with that. Some specific cards you want to bring back from the dead. You want them destroyed and you want to bring them back. That is fucking cool. Maybe with something like Venom. You eat the biggest stuff. You bring back the biggest stuff with the Phoenix Force and with more power. But the second part with Jean Grey, it is the same stuff as Surtur. You have to put Jean Grey into your deck, which I don't like. It is too specific, telegraphing that, you know. But the first part is fucking cool. I love the first part.